快踩不出来了。
他们要睡觉了。I'm at the airport now. I just got coffee bread. I'm pretty early because I was worried about whether I'd be on time, but I'm just gonna wait and then should be heading out soon. So I'm gonna enjoy this now. Okay, so I've been vlogging for about 2 hours now. Here are my initial thoughts. First of all, the hardest part of this is definitely like just holding your camera out in public, which is why you're gonna keep getting these weird from below angles. I might just wait until I'm in like very remote, unpopulated areas. I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyways, I still think this angle is the funniest thing, but we're giving it a try, and I think this will be funny to look back on and edit and have like a record of this trip that's in like a different format than usual. So we'll just see how it goes.
See the light again. All I need is love. Please take me back from darkness. Day and night and day. Starlights are fading far away. I'm waiting for your love. Please shine on me through darkness.
Okay, we landed. It's like an hour later than hoped for, but here we are. It's raining lightly. I don't know where I'm gonna go yet, but I should probably get a taxi. Okay, so finally I've made it to my hostel. It's been kind of a rough journey, but all things considered, it could have been worse. So I'm here now, and here is my setup, my bed. It's pretty nice, and I can store stuff here. So I'm about to put my stuff down and then go rent a scooter and head out because it's like already kind of late. I just got my scooter. I'm a little scared because there's no phone nav thing. It's also this big heavy gas scooter, but whatever, I'll just drive carefully. I'm gonna go to this like wine distillery tunnel first. Against all odds, somehow got my scooter to start and drove very haphazardly up this road. And now I'm here. I think this should be a pretty short stop. Just gonna walk around and look at the distillery. 88 tunnel, which is Baba. That's what the two characters are. And it's quite dark and echoey and it smells like liquor. Wow, the meaning of life. I've gotten lost like 6 times since then, mainly just because I'm really dependent on the phone nav. But here we are by the harbor now, and it's really pretty, so I will make it to my next stop eventually, which is the statue. Quick lunch break. I guess it's past lunch now. So I made it. The ocean is like green. Wow, the wind is really strong. Made it to the temple. It was there. Now I'm here, and this is the temple of Matsu, which is the goddess in the Matsu Islands. So I thought it'd be cool to stop here. Here's gonna be a nice view. Hey, I'm at Jingsha Stone Village now. I don't think I said the tones right, but basically these are historical, like stone buildings, if it wasn't obvious, that are one of the bigger things on all the islands. Hey, red yeast is supposed to be a specialty thing here, so I just got the red yeast rice dumpling thing from here. I'm at the Iron Fort now. Apparently it's really awesome to see the bioluminescence from at night. I did not think it was going to be in like camo. That's the visitor center. Here we have more alcohol-related things. There's the Great Green Sea, off to another military installment. So the Strong Point was closed, unfortunately. It's right there, which is my fault because I went to the places that are open all day, like the statue first, and then waited in the afternoon for the ones that actually close. But it's okay. We have tunnels, which I have tickets for at night. Here I am unexpectedly on the Yellow Brick Road, which is kind of cool. It makes me happy. I'm just gonna take a walk. I'm pretty sure I can't actually get into the tunnels because of the tide or something, but just poke around before I come back at night. And I think I can rest for a bit because all my electronics are about to die and I want to sit. So good day though. Kind of a rough start, but good day. I guess the tunnels actually are open. Take a look inside. The crested Chinese terns. They're supposed to be spotted on one of the islands, which is the northernmost point of Taiwan. It's not this one. I was trying to go there, but due to various reasons, I couldn't make it. But hopefully I can also see some here. Here we have a cannon and some more statues. Of course, there's Starbucks. Got some food. The view, maybe see some sunset colors over there. I'm gonna just walk around for a bit. I'm kind of tired of scootering. So I passed by this earlier on scooter and came back. Cool, like terrace thing with a statue of probably Chiang Kai-shek. I feel like I'm not like allowed to be up here, but no one's stopping me, so I might just have dinner here and then walk back to the hostel. Okay, it's 8:30. I'm charged up, refreshed a little bit, ready to go see these blue tiers. I roughed for a second there, but I think with the help of this flexible tripod, thank the Lord I got this. Hopefully I will have a phone nav makeshift style, which would be amazing for also the next 2 days if this works out. So fingers crossed it doesn't fall off. Okay, quick driving stop to show off this kind of creepy road, but we're making it. It's just, you know, doing the best we can. Okay, against all odds, I've somehow made it. There was actually a point I like drove off the road. That was not fun. It was scary, but I'm here basically on time because I got lost as I expected, and I have to be here early to get my ticket, which my hostel owner has already booked for me. I don't know if I can get good footage of the tiers in the tunnels because like we're on a boat, so I won't have like my tripod. I won't really have time to like set things up, but I'm really excited to see what this boat business is. And then afterwards, because I have a scooter tonight, I'm hoping to drive slowly somewhere else to like a beach and see if I can get some nice shots. And if not, I'll have 2 more nights here. Wow, I'm really just showing a whole lot of nothing now. This is the part when my vlog starts to become like 30 minutes with no content, just me talking. But okay, I'm gonna sign off, walking down to the tunnels. Also, I feel like this is a secret society or something. It's so, I don't know, I kind of felt like this for the sunrise hike in Alishan, but opposite. It's like not even that late. It's only like 8:30, but it feels like the dead of night because of this whole business. I don't know.
我们这个提示要出发哈。我们在看哪个类之前呢，我们有几个。哪里啊？哪里啊？到最后面，到最后面。面对外面吗？面对外面。
can't see anything because it's nighttime, but I just got out of the tunnels. Definitely it's not a guaranteed thing. We still got to see them. They're more like stars or like sparkles, which is cool. You actually have to agitate the water with like a little like rowing thing, like a paddle that they give you. Really cool to see them like sparkle and splash up against the cave walls. You're just kind of in this like gondola boat thing and like pitch black for like 15-ish minutes, but it feels like, you know, like you can't see anything. And so it's kind of disorienting, but it's also really cool, like just moving slowly through a dream and doesn't feel real. And, you know, you can kind of imagine that you're on the River of Stars or you're in the Milky Way, or Yinghe, Silver River in Chinese, which is maybe more appropriate. And I'm glad I did it. And that boat ride will go down in my memory. Okay, so the verdict is, I think I'm going to back. They're not out to play tonight. They're not interested in being agitated, I think. So I think it's time to just very carefully, yet again, scooter back. Let's go home. So quick end of the day recap. I'm like perched on the scooter that I'm gonna say goodbye to tomorrow because I'm going to a new island. Like not everything went to plan, but it's okay. That's kind of the point of all this, is to go with the flow. I think it's too bad the flight was delayed, but once I got here and like figured things out, it's been like really amazing and beautiful. Obviously this landscape is definitely like so starkly different from anywhere else I've been. The hostel situation is like, I was gonna record this inside, but people are also up late and have things to do, but they're all awesome. Like they've been giving me travel tips, and this one lady, she's like doing a 10-day, she's been doing a 10-day stint here, so she's on like day 7, so it's really wild. I like my privacy, but it's cool to be like with other travelers too, like wouldn't often do it. So yeah, good experience at the hostel, and I'm glad to be here for like another 2 nights after this. So it's like relatively early, but I feel like the exhaustion's gonna hit me soon, so I guess I'll just I don't know, think a little bit about tomorrow and then like lay in bed until I crash. Okay, good night. That's a wrap on day 1, nangan. It's almost 8:30, not quite. Of course, I'm still the last one up. All the other beds are empty, so people are out for the day. It's gonna be another busy but fun day, I think. So the plan today is 2 islands, actually a little bit of a change because I got really helpful advice. Going first to a really small island that is known for having like a lot of deer, so maybe I'll feed the deer, we'll see. And then from there, going to the second main island, beigan. The deer island is daqiu, and then beigan. We'll also get a scooter and then head back here at night, maybe look again for some deers. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so outdoors, get my boat ticket first, and then maybe look for some breakfast. Here we have my selection and your selection. Hello. So obviously I was accosted right away by the deer, which I was not expecting, and I'm gonna walk around the island now. There's like a trail, and get rid of the rest of my leaves, but they're pretty cute. I mean, I've done this in Yilan, but it's cool that they're just in the wild. They're honestly really aggressive with the leaves, so I guess it's a pretty good 50 NTD purchase. More expensive than our school lunch. And here we have some more just chilling. There's actually so many. It's kind of insane. It's also just so pretty here, like deer, sea, green, islands. What more do you need? Look at this one. She's beautiful. It's just chilling with all of this behind her. I need to get rid of the rest of my leaves. The Last Supper. Thank you for partaking. I'm officially leave free. Update out of the boat. Immediately rented a scooter, so that's our new friend there. My tripod is breaking, so it's not good, but I'm at my first stop already. The radio, wait, let me flip it. Broadcast center. I used it to broadcast stuff during the war. We have more things over there I'm gonna go look at. And I'm just gonna keep scootering around. Looks kind of wet and spooky inside. Oh, maybe I'm not gonna walk in, but really cool. This is the view of Tinggi village. Like yesterday's stone houses, apparently these are like the best preserved of this style. I'm gonna go take another trek and walk through the houses for a bit. I've seen websites that kind of call this place vaguely Mediterranean when I was doing research, and I can kind of see it actually. I say that having never been to the Mediterranean, but look here, I just ran into a GNC homestay, so maybe all things are meant to be. Oh my god, so that's also called Turtle Island, but only Yilan people will know the true Turtle Island. Hey, I'm at Chaozi village now, the next one up the coast, which is like a fishing village. So I got mussels, which are not what I'd usually get, but apparently these islands are the only places where they are in Taiwan, so they're on like all the menus here. It's really pretty, it's like iridescent. Okay, I've now acquired what they call a matsu hamburger, which I think is just, you know, what it looks like. But it looks good, you can't go wrong. Wow, so this is a view from just another higher up point. But that's what makes going up the slopes here scary, because you have to just rev and go full on, and then when you're coming up back down, it's just like braking the entire time. Just like fine, you know, this is just new driving explorations. Much more intense than I expected from these islands, but you might as well do the harder ones first, and then it's easier after. So still making it. Actually, beigan, quick recap, much easier to drive. The roads are more straightforward, they're more paved, they're far less just like haphazard. So just a note to anyone who ever comes to these islands, beigan is a little bit cuter and easier to get around. So I wish I'd stayed a night here, but I just didn't know that much when I was planning. It's like this rooftop deck with really amazing views. You just don't get tired of it. I mean, this has kind of been the vibe this whole trip. Hey, I'm at the beach now, obviously. I think this is actually the War and Peace Memorial Park. So I actually ended back up at the first village I went to have some time to kill. One of the nice Mediterranean style cafes, and I've acquired a very beautiful drink. I think it might be dragon fruit with banana milk, and we have this amazing view. So I'm just gonna rest here and like charge my stuff for a second before I head back. And it's been a really good day on this island. Such a pretty road. Hello, good evening. So I got back from the island and promptly went back to the hostel and just like laid in bed for a good while because I'm pretty much done for the day. Okay, it stopped recording and I don't know when it cut off, but I just wanted to show how nice the night is. It's just like really balmy right now, not super humid. You can hear the trash truck, of course. And for dinner, unless I get hungry later, I have these very classic steak chips. And so, update on the blue tears. I'm not sure. Sorry, someone was staring at me, and I still have the vlogging scary, so I stopped talking. But tomorrow night, I will have a scooter, my last night. If it doesn't happen, it just doesn't happen, but that would be the time to go out. So I'm thinking tonight, maybe just take it easy. There's supposed to be a group where they update each other, but I can't figure it out because I don't know, I just, like, the link's not working. I think because my line is still thinks I'm, like, in America. But, anyhow, yeah, this truck is just competing for time with me. But anyways, it's a really good day. Tomorrow I'm off to another island, and, yeah, today definitely went more smoothly. I think I just had a better sense of what everything was going to be like, getting a scooter, what the scooter roads were going to look like, historical sites and stuff. So I'm excited to just like head in and like rest soon. I have a very early start tomorrow. The boat leaves at 7 a.m. Today I went north from Nangan. Tomorrow I'm going south. So yeah, exciting things to come, and I will see you tomorrow. Day 3, it's like 6:20 a.m. I'm tired but ready for the day. Okay, let's go. My latest issue here is that Google Maps is off, so it says I'm in the middle of the ocean, which is a first, so navigation is going to be tricky. But it's okay, I only have like 3-ish hours here. It's a pretty small island. I almost didn't rent a scooter, but I decided I didn't want to walk the whole thing, so I think I'll just take it slow. Like, there are a couple of main sites I'm pretty sure I can find along the coast, even if I'm really lost, and the rest I can just play it by ear and like head around and see what I find. It's so sunny, but we got the latest scooter. Actually, this one is red, so newest model, my first sim scooter, I believe. She also seems to be doing okay. She feels a little bit sturdier than the other two, so that's good. They've also been getting progressively cheaper, so that's also good. I'm really excited to get higher up. This place is supposed to have amazing views, which I already kind of saw on the drive over here. And I should stop talking soon and go actually look at the views, but I'm gonna walk around this stone village, number 3 I think of this trip, and then I'll head up the coast to the lighthouse and thanks. Okay, so down there is Mysterious Little Bay, which you're supposed to be able to get to, but I just drove right past it earlier, so I'm gonna go down and see again. Okay, it turns out I did walk past it earlier, but I found it now. I parked next to it, but I thought it would be a trail that would take me closer. So I'm on that trail, but I'm now starting to think it's not right because the beach is right here, or the bay. So I think I should actually just go back, and then I don't think I could get through because there's water, but this is definitely not the way to the bay. Okay, the people behind me are also puzzled about how to get down because they've seen photos, but I think either you just brave the waters or you come at a different time of day when it's clear. So I don't know. I'm not the only one in the dilemma. second or third to last stop is this archaeological site. It says that people have lived here 6,000 years ago, which is pretty cool. Honestly, this may be my first time at like an archaeological site. It brings me back to classics, and I feel like my professors would be surprised to see me here. I'm a little bit biased because of good weather, but I think here and the Deer Island, daqiu, have definitely been my two favorites. I also think like the 4 or 3-ish hours here was fully enough on the scooter because I wasn't doing any of like the long trails and stuff. There are basically only 3 boats that go back and forth from here, so you kind of have to pick which ones you want to do. But I can see how if you wanted to hike or do more of the trails, you'd want like the 6-7-ish hours, but I'm pretty much good to go, so I think I will head into town, get some food, and then get my ticket back, and then I'll just be zooming around the main island, Nangan, for the rest of today and tomorrow until I leave. Every time I think I'm lost, I find a 7-Eleven on this land, and then I know that everything's going to be okay. I'd like to acquire some food from here. Amazing. We have some green onion pancakes with egg and this red yeast fried rice. I've also acquired a grass jelly milk tea. Okay, I just got back. I'm kind of tired. I think it was the early rise, but the weather's really nice here, so I have gotten another scooter, my 4th one, and I'm just gonna go around this island and get to everything I wasn't able to on Saturday, and then see if I can find some blue tears tonight. So, 출발! Drove all the way up this hill, but it's closed, so I think it's gonna be a flop. I've come to the liquor distillery place. Whatever liquid it is, so orange. It looks like Thai milk tea. He looks extremely unhappy. Me too, buddy. Okay, so the Blue Tears Museum thing was cool. We got to do a little thing and see the tears, but I was with this huge tour group of like older people, and they were just confused and had their phones on, so it was kind of chaotic but fun. But afterwards, the lady said there's this other floor here that I can take some more photos of and see some more things, so I'm gonna check this out now. This is so funny. This is my tourist moment. This coffee place now that's supposed to be, it's like semi-famous, but here are some helpful signs because, you know, I was about to get lost again. This cafe is awesome. Look at this guy. Do you think it's just different to grow up this close to the ocean? I think yes. The coffee. I think it's a, you know what, I don't know what it is, it's okay. There are so many things happening. I just got these shellfish, which are called Buddha's hand, new friend. Anyways, here's the other guy. There's a dog too. Oh, hello. Just had to keep them away from the seafood though, because that's what they're kind of after. Let's perhaps move these. Oh my god. We got these fried sweet potato dumplings, and of course we got our buddies here. It makes me want cats. Why am I allergic? Sad. Intense face off over here. Maybe they're fighting for who gets the last of the Buddha hand. Oh my god. Thought this guy also deserved his moment. Happy boy. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter, Mars. In other words, hold my hand. friend has joined me. Hello. It's dark now, which means I can set off to look for some tears maybe when I feel like leaving, but I've been having just awesome conversations with the owners here. These are always the unexpected encounters. So I don't see any blue tears, I think, which is okay. Like they were saying, it's just a thing that's up to nature. But I think I'll drive around because the rain has stopped and just go around the coast last night here. And then maybe 2 more things tomorrow morning just because I want to soak it all in, and then gotta fly back around noon. It's gonna be so sad to leave. I was so worried about this trip and whether or not I should book it or go alone and how I should stay and all the planning and stuff, but I'm really glad it all worked out. It was a really good experience before I have to like pack and wrap things up and like get my shit together before I fly back. Even though I'm coming back for a second year, like this year is its own character and it's special in its own way, so you know, I don't want to take it for granted. And I feel lucky that I got this year that I get to do next year too. Okay, well, it's pretty dark. It's like almost 8. I think I'm going to go to one more place, head out of here finally, and then we'll go back to the hostel after that and over the last night. I don't have the nav. We'll make it out. It's raining, obviously. I'm gonna keep going and see if I can hit the beach. Well, Apple's failed me, so I'm gonna take the Google route now to the, I think, actual right place. But just wanted to stop and record this because it's pretty creepy. 8-8 tunnel, but nighttime edition. Not as creepy as the other place, but still a little spooky. The rain has stopped, which is nice. You know you're back in civilization when you see a bafang. And not 1, but 2 7-Elevens. Just turned the corner and is met with this, not a monstrosity, but this. Oh, it just turned off. Alright, I'm late to the party. Okay, well, just came down from here, the very end of this long road thing. And I'm gonna walk over. I don't think I see anything. I think the first place I was at was actually correct, but I didn't go all the way down. Honestly, I just got a little bit too freaky. I feel okay about how far I made it. We got some waves, 2 stone cannons, which is pretty on brand for here. I think it's time to head back, finally. It's been a really good run for all. 10 out of 10. More, if I can give more. I still have like a little bit to go. I don't know why I'm saying this so early, but yeah, I'm very happy, and these islands are great, so everyone please come see them.
刚刚量开始变少了。
他们要睡觉了。
好了，
差不多了。
因为水比较深。
Good morning, last day. I'm here at the traditional market to see if I can find some yummy stuff. apparently the coffee here is really good, but I think they're closed, so that's gonna be a no this time. Just got a disposable rain poncho from 7-Eleven because it's raining. I'm gonna make my last stop at the tunnel area so I can walk in it during the day because apparently it's really pretty and I still have a couple hours to kill before my flight. Quick vibe check, got outfitted in this poncho. It's honestly pretty good. Back here for the 4th or 5th time. Excited to see these tunnels though. And I was just following the tour bus down on the way here, so even that wasn't that bad. But I gotta say, my life has gotten incredibly easier in terms of driving here. A, because I'm more familiar, and B, I realized I should just suck it up and actually read the Chinese road signs. So, you know, it turns out I can survive without phone nav in my face after all. Also, the big tour group is behind me and I kind of want to beat them in before they come, but how could I not stop to record this view? Oh my gosh. Got the yellow brick road, got the stronghold with the tunnels. So beautiful. This is actually really awesome. I'm glad I came. It's kind of spooky, but I mean, it was really dark when we were here, so I can't tell the difference in the water level, but I'm assuming this is like low tide or relatively low. So I guess at night you got Milky Way, in the day you've got these suns. That's the beach where we did the sand stuff last night. 真的很漂亮，我没想到会看见，所以我去了，因为本来我是想上床了。Okay, so absolutely gorgeous view. I just ran into some people from the hostel while we were all at this outlook, which we didn't know about. But I just wanted to really quickly recap what happened because I got back last night, was so exhausted, and I just, you know, crashed. But basically, I got back yesterday from my adventures and I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna go to bed. But as I'm about to go to bed, they're like, oh my gosh, there are these like xingsha, I think, which is like these things when you step on the sand it sparkles blue. It's not the same as the blue tears we thought, but it's this thing that's on Dongju, this other island, which you have to stay overnight. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna be able to see it. But somebody from the hostel was like, oh, they have it here. So like, I'm glad common sense won out and I went, but for a second I was like, I'm so tired, I might stay in. We scooted over and it was amazing. Hopefully you'll have seen the footage by now. It was like awesome. We were just like splashing around and it was like fun and social. There were people from other places there. It wasn't like, you know, dead silent, staring at the stand, stomping around. This guide there explained that there are two types of bioluminescence. So one type is the blue tears and the other type was like the sand. Apparently the ones that move are the sparkle thingies, and then the ones that don't move and they stay are the blue tears, which I kind of would have thought it was the other way around, but I guess unexpectedly in the end I got to see both types of bioluminescence, which is really cool. And when the tide starts to get higher, I guess they start to like drown or something, so we stayed for a good while, but after like 45 minutes they got less and like started fading, but it was so magical. So that was last night. Finally, the transition is I was telling him about the other cafe I was at because it was so awesome, and he was saying like they're great but like there's better coffee. So I was like, okay, like where's the best coffee in the island? So that was the place I went this morning that was closed, but there's this other place called Thornbird's Cafe, which is all the way up here. I'm about to head up, but I think that'll be my last stop. I think it's a military thing that's been converted into a coffee shop by the owner. Oh, he also said Starbucks sucks, which is pretty funny. Anyways, because the other place is closed, I saw this place. I'd seen it online, so I'm deciding to just go. And it's an interesting name, like thornbirds. I'm aware of the myth, which is like this bird that it finds like a thorn and it impales itself and sings the most beautiful song as it's dying, which is like kind of morbid, but it's also like the name of a TV show, a song from there, Anywhere the Heart Goes. I like that song a lot, and so that's why I looked up the myth. And so this Thornbird's Cafe and Bookstore, it caught my attention when I heard of it. I just didn't think I could make it over, as with many other things. But as with many other things, like things are just working out, you know, so a good lesson of going with the flow. And I have a lot more time and, you know, before I have to head out and return my scooter. So I should just shut up and go. But I'm gonna drive up and, you know, maybe get some coffee and an update up there. Here we are. So amazing view again. I think it's down here, which Yes, it is. So I think this is 刺鸟 cafe 书店. So 刺 store, 鸟 is bird, cafe is coffee, 书 is book, 店 is store. There we go. I'm literate. So it turns out you have to make a reservation, but they're super nice and they gave me this awesome spot by the sea in their book room. The other awesome thing about repurposing a military area is that they have their own tunnel that they can show off to guests. Just here for a casual scroll while we wait for our food. This is the second floor. It's also really awesome. It has a lot of seating, actually. Wow. Look at those views. Imagine just sitting here with coffee and cake all afternoon, watching the sea go by. With very tastefully selected music too, did I say? And even some Game of Thrones, highly approved. Got a sleepy doggo, and then this poster explains the name of the cafe, the rationale, which I'm going to translate and then see what this is all about. Walking back to my scooter now to head back. Translated the poster. It's actually the myth that I thought it was, which is cool, but the name listed is the author of the book, which is what the TV series is based on. Sorry, there's stairs. But I don't know, I have to look it up if it's just a myth by itself or if this author made up the myth, because I thought it was just like more of a legend thing, but it's cool that it was what I thought it was. I don't see references to that a lot. I know it through the song, but I'm so out of shape. A very good conclusion to this trip. About to pack up and leave now. I already returned my scooter keys. Off to the harbor, not for a boat, just to get a taxi to the airport.